My name is Sunny. I've been involved with KHCC through their gardening program, but other than that, I had created a summer program for kids 2 years ago, and after that, I've kind of been more involved with DJing for their neighborhood festivals and also maintaining a plot inside their garden. So I grew up in this neighborhood. I'm from Kingsbridge, and I never went to KHCC for their program, but all my friends did. And the first time I actually went there because they used to throw these teen bash parties, so that was like the first party I'd ever been to, which is kind of funny. So that's how I learned about KHCC, through my friends who were going to the program. So 2 years ago, my friends and I were a DJ collective called by Uptown Mountain Supreme, and we raised money through Kickstarter as well as getting a grant from Bronx Council on the Arts to do a hip-hop summer program for the youth there. And it was completely free to them, and we exposed them to the different elements of hip-hop and to integrate it into their life. So it was a 6-week program, and we basically curated each week there was specific focus. So the first week was introduction to the instructors. The second week was you're learning how to DJ. It was all vinyl. So we hired different, local artists, and then as well as people who are kind of notable in the hip hop community. So I invited Easy Mo B, who did production for like Biggie Smalls and stuff, and they taught the kids how to like kind of juggle with records. The third week was the MC, so they learned a little bit about how to rhyme and write lyrics, and we invited Coke LaRock, who was technically the first DJ who rocked with Cool Her. And then the week after that was the break dance, so we invited some local b-boys that we know. And then the last week was graffiti, which was their favorite, so they got to like create a mural on like a canvas. And then we ended with like a hip-hop party, because August 11th is hip-hop's 45th anniversary, so we ended up doing a party and inviting Grand Wizard Theodore, who's the guy who created the scratch. So it was just like hip-hop focus and just giving them the knowledge that this genre that is now worldwide started in their backyard. So it was kind of just enriching them to that. I think really just the fact that it's literally the kids in the community who are there, and seeing them there, and their new garden is like so important, because living in the city you're so disconnected to the land and nature and the food that you actually eat. So I feel like this is something that has been so powerful, being able to see the kids in that space and just having a space to kind of gain some clarity or mental health, a breather from the city life. So that's what I'm really loving so far. I think bringing fresh ideas. Like if you are an artist, if you are a painter, I feel like we need to utilize our passion and share it. So I feel like young people today, if you have something that you want to share with the youth, definitely take that time to and bring the idea to your community center, because you can help foster the creativity that is lying in these young kids. So I think if young people want to get involved, it's kind of bringing ideas to the table to how they can see their neighborhood transform, and kind of the way that they can educate the people in their community. Oh, definitely the kids. I mean, like, we did their neighborhood festival last weekend, and seeing the kids who were in our program 2 years ago, like just being able to see them grow and just connect with them, and just showing that we're still doing what we showed them because this is our passion. I think that's really beautiful, being able to like see the growth and then show them that we're still around. So I think all the kids who were in the program, I just have a special place in my heart. So many youth dancing, like it makes me so happy to see young kids dancing. There was a kid who in the 6th year, he had Pampers and he was dancing in the bouncy house, but this year he came in a full get-up looking like Michael Jackson and requested like the song, and I happened to have it on vinyl, and he performed in front of everybody, and just having that connection. And then he hung out with us behind the DJ booth, and like it just felt so beautiful, like being able to help foster that relationship with the youth and music. Music is universal, so. I think bringing people out to dance, you know, for their festival. That's how I kind of volunteer my time other than being in the garden. So giving people a space to celebrate themselves, I feel like, yeah, that's how I'm making an impact, and in a very small way, you know. I think everybody plays their part, so I kind of play the soundtrack for people's lives. The importance of giving back, you know, like the give and take. If I'm learning something and if I want to share it with others, because that's what we're here for at the end of the day, is to share knowledge and share abundance of wealth of our own mental, you know. I think we all need to figure out ways that we can invest in our community, you know. So whether it's helping a vision, volunteering your time, volunteering money, resources, ideas, let's just continue to build that, because we do need to uplift our community. We can't wait for things to come from the top down, you know. It's definitely grassroots, but people need to believe in grassroots visions so that they can keep fostering. So